Hi, I'm Bridget and I'm on a journey to lose half my body weight. I started my weight loss journey with a 30-day walking challenge. Let's see how it's going. I'm at a state park today. Just dropped Jimmy off at his new job, and there's a state park just a few miles down the road, so I'm going to take a trail here, and it is beautiful. I love this kind of setting. I'm the only one here, so it's nice and quiet. It should be a good hike. The incline really doesn't look like much, but it is when you're used to the flat coastal land. It's a good thing we're not trying the AT anytime soon. I was reading the other day about how being in nature brings a bunch of health benefits, lowers blood pressure, eases depression, just a whole bunch of different things, allergies. I love nature trails like this, the more natural setting. I'm not a big fan of the pavement, like bike trails and stuff like that. So it was nice to get out here. And I'm gonna try to do more nature trails, hopefully longer nature trails when I get back home. Well, not today, obviously, but this week. I don't know if you can hear that among the other birds. There is a woodpecker somewhere around here. There it goes again. So I saw a sign on the way out pointing to red cockaded woodpecker hollow trees. So I'm guessing that is a red cockaded woodpecker. So don't know what they look like. I'm gonna have to look up a picture when I get back to the car or back home. But it's nice to hear the sounds of nature, not just be in nature, but hear them. It's very calming and relaxing. So on the way back, I noticed something that I didn't see on the way out, or at least I didn't notice it on the way out. And I decided to be a good hiker and pick it up. Somebody left this on a post, and there's a lot in it actually, so people shouldn't be leaving their trash out. I can see my car from here, so hopefully there's a trash can up there and I can just throw this away. Always pack out your trash. And if you see anybody else's trash, try to pack that out too. And yesterday turned out to be not as good a day after all. When Jimmy was up at his training, he saw a bunch of red flags for the company. And so in the evening, he asked me to go up and get him, it was about a 2.5 hour drive. So I had to go up and get him, which means I spent about 10 hours in the car. I was tired, and on the drive up, I was starting to get sleepy. So I stopped and used the restroom, and when I did, I got food from the vending machine because food gives me energy. I don't feel so tired after I eat. And so I got some food, and then on the way back, I wanted something savory because what I had gotten from the vending machine was cupcakes, which wasn't good. So I had the cupcakes, and then we stopped someplace and got something to eat. So I had a burger and fries and corn dog. And today I just did not feel good, and my back hurt from sitting in the car so much, and I was just kind of feeling down and feeling sorry for myself. Jimmy called in the middle of me making my video. I had to answer that. So anyway, the good thing is that he does have a job. He has a different job that he started today, training. So while Jimmy was out at his new job today, and I was feeling sorry for myself, my back hurt, I went to lay down, and I was watching some videos. I've been watching a lot of weight loss videos and some fitness stuff, and I came across this guy who he decided to walk 25,000 steps every day for a week. And towards the end of the week, he just really didn't want to do it anymore, but he did it anyway. And I started thinking, you know, I need to get up and get my butt moving and stop feeling sorry for myself, even though, I mean, I do have depression and some anxiety. I'm not sure how bad the anxiety is, and the depression's been better lately. But, you know, with what I ate yesterday, I don't know whether that made me not feel so great or just the thought of me having eaten it made me not feel so great, and plus the 10 hours in a car. I just wasn't feeling up to much. And then after watching the videos, like, you know, I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna start on the treadmill. I walked a mile on the treadmill before he even got home. And I said I still wanted to go out for a walk. So even though, as you can see from the window, it is raining today, but I have a poncho, so I'm going to use my poncho and just walk in the rain, because, you know, I want to do the Appalachian Trail, and that's what we're going to have to do on the trail, is walk in the rain and the snow and sleet and bad weather. And I mean, that's not all it is, obviously, but I'm gonna have to get used to it. So, and I do have the poncho, so I'm gonna go take a walk in the rain. You can probably hear the frogs. They're out, I guess because of the rain. They're out more and singing, if you want to call it singing. This is my poncho. This thing isn't ventilated, so like if I sweat, I am getting damp inside anyway. Maybe not quite as wet, depending on how much it's raining, but so far it's keeping me pretty dry, except for a little on my face. I'm starting to get hot already, though, and I only started a couple minutes ago. This is not really my day. I got about half a mile before I realized I left the keys in the car, and so I turned around and I was hoping that I would be able to get in and get the keys and that I hadn't locked myself out. And so I started heading back, and I was thinking, you know, for 1 second I thought, you know, if I'm able to get in the car, I'm just gonna go home and screw the walk. But just for 1 second, but then after I was like, no, I need to go for my walk. So I got back to the car, and luckily I was able to get in and got my keys. So I am continuing my walk. I can't let a bad day or a bad mood ruin what I've been working on. I want to lose the weight, and I want it to last. In order to do that, I have to change my mindset. So I'm just stepping through a giant puddle, and my feet are wet now, I'm still going for my walk. My mood's getting better, so that's a good thing. Hopefully by the end of the walk, it'll be gone completely, and I'll be in a good mood. I am in a much better mood, despite the rain and just still trickling. Oh, I'm not sure if that's rain or that's sweat. On top of my head, that's sweat. This, that's sweat from being under the rain jacket. So I need to find some other kind of rain protection that's not gonna make me sweat like a pig, because that's not fun. It's not attractive. It's gonna make me smell, and it's uncomfortable. So I'm out for a walk at the park again. Jimmy came with me today, but he's still tired and sore, so he's only doing a little over a mile, one of the loops. I'm gonna see about doing the entire perimeter, which I'm not sure how far that is, maybe 2.5, 3 miles. Anyway, but yeah, he's here with me probably because he didn't work today. He woke me up this morning and told me that he sent them a message saying he wouldn't be going back. Yesterday was really hard on him and unsafe, and the consequence of all this, I was stressed and depressed again today. I didn't really feel like going for a walk earlier. Jimmy apparently made some bad food choices as well the last couple of days. And we had pizza last night, thin crust still, but it's still not a great food choice. When I'm stressed, I don't make good choices. If you're not listening to music, you have a lot of time to think, which I guess could be a good thing or a bad thing, but usually when I think things through, I stop worrying so much and start feeling better. It might be endorphins from exercise, who knows, or maybe things just get more in perspective, but feeling a little better other than, sweating like a pig. But I'm not feeling quite so bad. I got my train of thought back. So anyway, jobs. So I mentioned, this kind of stuff to Jimmy in the car on the way over, and how stressed I've been, and he told me to just worry about the walking, the exercise, making videos for YouTube, and nutrition, like eating right and cooking and stuff, and not worry about stuff and not try to stress about finding a job or about him finding a job, and just worry about that. Because as I said, when I get stressed, I get depressed and I start shutting down. I start dissociating. That's an old reflex, I guess I learned when I was young. I was sad all the time. I had to learn to just shut it off. I don't want to have to do that anymore, because then you're just numb, and that's not good either. So I'm gonna try and work on the videos, and I don't know, maybe people are interested in them, maybe they're not, but I guess it can at least be some kind of video diary, make me accountable for, my weight loss and, my goals, and hopefully I can use these to stay on track better. That and the group that I started on Facebook, Big Girl Journeys, and if you're interested in joining, I will put a link in the description below. There's less than 2 weeks left of the challenge, and since I've been walking for a while now, I've been pushing up the distance a little bit, especially lately. And the challenge originally is to walk at least a mile every day. And since I'm in a little better shape now, I'm going to try and push it to at least 2.5 miles every day, if not 3 miles more. Today should be, by the time I get back to the car, almost 3.5 miles. I'm not sure exactly how far, because my tracker is not tracking right. It's showing that I've walked 89 miles. And obviously I have not walked 89 miles.
Crikey, look at this mud pit, eh? As I ain't crossing, I'm already covered in mud. Be careful. Yeah, my foot's already covered in mud. Ugh. Welcome to the party.
I decided to go to the State Historic Site today, here in Charleston. The Charlestown Landing, where the original ship was, and they started setting up a settlement. We're at the little zoo area that they have here, and we've already gone 0.8 miles.
George, hey, put your head back up, monkey.
Those two didn't like this one. At the beginning of the week, I just finished a fast where I lost 3.7 pounds in a couple of days. But by the end of this difficult week, I had actually gained back all that weight from the fast, plus a little more. But hopefully this next week I can finish the 30-day challenge on a high note. So check back in with me next week for an update. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss any videos in the future. Thanks for joining me, and see you next week.